I got the flat top for tacos and breakfast. I have a ceramic grill, charcoal grill, gas, hibachi, but my favorite is my wood pellet smoker. 99 problems and the grill ain't one.
We must keep moving.
The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. Is this worth 50 bucks? I'll get it out of the way right now, right off the cuff. In my opinion, yeah, this is worth 50 bucks all day long. If you're familiar with any of Bethesda's RPGs like Skyrim, Fallout 3, or New Vegas, and you like a high fantasy setting, you'll feel right at home here, honestly. You start out as a lowly prisoner awaiting your fate for what my belief is a bad case of necrophilia. The game drops you smack dab in the middle of political strife as assassins are out for Uriel Septim, the ruler of the Empire of Tamriel, and it just so happens that an escape route he's going to take is leading straight through your cell. So the guards cut you a break, and if you stay out of their way, so begins the tutorial section of the game. Here you learn the most basic elements of the game, from combat, lockpicking, and setting up your character attributes. After a series of unfortunate events, you escape Shawshank Redemption style. From here you can choose what you will do, be it wandering, side questing, or tackling main missions. This shadow drop has been the biggest pleasant surprise for me in a while. I hadn't heard any of the rumors or leaks leading up to this at all. I was totally caught off guard. The teaser banner I saw the night before, and the next morning the trailer straight up blew me away.
I was born 87 years ago. But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams. This is the 27th of Last Seed.
As soon as I clocked out that day from work, I scrambled my ass home as fast as I could get there and downloaded it. I booted it up, I was utterly stunned by the main menu and then completely shooketh by the character creation.
Fix me, make me beautiful.
The original graphics were so ingrained in my head that this was a complete system shock when I seen it. Once I got to the tutorial area, I couldn't believe how good it looked, especially when talking to NPCs, and how smooth it felt overall sneaking around the first dungeon. But unfortunately, there were some open world caveats. When you get out of the tutorial dungeon and the open world is finally bestowed upon you, it's insane compared to the original game how damn good it looks. Everything about this compared to the original is, but my lowly 3070 could barely handle it at first. I had to spend some time fiddling with the graphics settings and eventually turned everything down to medium and turned a couple of things off and I could get it to run pretty smooth. I also tested it on my Xbox Series X in performance mode and it was more or less the same story. The inside interiors, they ran and looked really good, but there was just something about the open world that causes it to hitch up quite a bit for me. If it were any other game, I'd be pretty annoyed, but full disclosure, I am pretty biased when it comes to this game. The nostalgia goggles are firmly planted on my head. The gameplay overall here feels much better than ever, honestly. The animations feel smoother, they look way better. Combat is much more enjoyable here because of the newly added hit reactions, and thankfully the ragdoll physics are still completely on point. Magic casting looks pretty badass now, and movement just never felt better. Thankfully, the music is still good old Oblivion music.
You trying to slide?
Pardon?
You trying to slide in the DMs?
What are you talking about?
You know, Twitter.
Yep.
But other than that, from what I can notice, it's the same old timeless classic gameplay of questing, fighting, looting, leveling up, and dialogue, and it all just feels refreshing. I'm also so damn glad that the NPCs are still weird as hell, and this shit makes me crack up every time something weird happens.
Murdered.
By the gods!
Without question.
So, have you bet on any arena matches lately?
No, sir.
Am I supposed...
It's you. Hi.
What's new with you?
I saw a mud crab a couple of days ago. Ugly little animals.
Disgusting creatures. I hope to never see another.
Good day.
I think the reason this game's so special to me is because Oblivion was the first RPG I ever played on the Xbox 360 back when I was in middle school. I can fondly remember my sense of wonder gripping a hold of me while playing this as a kid, and I'm glad to say this remaster has done that again for me tenfold. I have been lost, running around, rediscovering everything I forgot since I last played, and the original things that I do remember now look like how I imagined it when I was a kid. What makes this game so fun to me is the freedom it gives you right off the bat. As soon as you get into the open world, it's up to you what to do. You don't have to do anything really, you can just wander around or get into some side quests, and the game just feels so palpable and lived in. There's so much going on and seemingly unending lore here, and I can just get transported to a high fantasy landscape and just get lost here. There's not much more for me to say other than I love this game and I highly recommend this. If you were a fan of the original game or a newcomer, this game is a hell of a portal into a fantasy world that is filled with brutal action, good storytelling, and downright comedy, even if it's not what that's going for sometimes. So if you can get past some funny glitches, awkward ass NPCs, and some performance bugs, there is a real gem here, and I would pay $50 for this all day long. Hey, if you stuck around this long, I appreciate it. I hope to see you next time.
Find him and close shut the jaws of Oblivion.